Halloween, candy, costumes, and carved pumpkins. But behind the masks lies something far older and darker. Before it became a night of fun and fright, it was a festival of fire, fear, and remembrance. Tonight, we uncover the real origins of Halloween, the truth that history quietly buried. This is Howtage. Let's begin. Long before trick-or-treating and horror movies, there was Samhain, an ancient Celtic festival that marked the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter. Over 2,000 years ago, the Celts believed that on the night of October 31st, the boundary between the living and the dead grew thin. Spirits could cross over. Some brought blessings, others brought danger. To protect themselves, villagers would light massive bonfires, calling them sacred fires of protection. They dressed in animal skins and masks so that malevolent spirits would mistake them for their own kind. They placed offerings of food outside their homes to appease the wandering souls. And to ward off evil, they carved terrifying faces into turnips, placing candles inside to frighten away the darkness. Those were the first jack-o'-lanterns. Then came the Romans. Around 43 AD, the Roman Empire conquered Celtic lands, and with them came new traditions. They celebrated Feralia, a festival honoring the dead, and Pomona, the goddess of fruit and trees. Pomona's symbol was the apple. When these traditions merged with Samhain, people began bobbing for apples, a simple game that still survives today, though few remember where it began. Centuries later, the Christian Church sought to replace pagan festivals with Christian ones. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III moved All Saints' Day to November 1st, a holy day to honor saints and martyrs. The night before became All Hallows' Eve, the evening of All Holy Ones. Over time, that name softened into Halloween, but the old customs didn't disappear. People still wore disguises, still feared the spirits that might walk among them. The church's light simply layered itself over an older darkness. When famine struck Ireland in the 1840s, millions fled to America, carrying their beliefs and customs across the ocean. There, the old rituals transformed once again. Irish immigrants began going door to door in costume, asking for food or coins, a blend of ancient offerings and Christian charity. This slowly evolved into what we now call trick-or-treating. Pumpkins, native to North America, replaced the hard turnips of Europe. Easier to carve, brighter to display, the American pumpkin became the perfect symbol of this New World Halloween. By the early 1900s, Halloween was spreading across towns as a night of fun and mischief. In the 1930s, the phrase trick-or-treat became common, and by the 1950s, it had become a family tradition, one fueled by candy companies, costume makers, and Hollywood films. But even then, fear lingered. In the 1970s and 80s, stories began to spread. Rumors of poisoned candy, razors and apples, and dangerous strangers. None of it was ever proven, but the fear took root. Halloween had once again become a reflection of our deepest anxieties, a modern echo of the ancient night of spirits. Today, Halloween is celebrated in more than 100 countries around the world. In Japan, crowds in costume fill the streets of Shibuya. In Mexico, the Day of the Dead blends remembrance with color and joy. In Ireland, where it all began, people still light bonfires and call the night by its oldest name, Samhain. So the next time you carve a pumpkin or light a candle in the dark, remember, you're taking part in a tradition that began with fire, fear, and faith. Halloween isn't just a children's holiday. It's a story of how humans have always faced what they cannot see, death, darkness, and the unknown, and turned it into celebration. What's your favorite Halloween tradition? Let me know in the comments. And if you love stories that uncover the hidden roots behind our modern world, subscribe to Howtage, because every tradition has a secret, and every secret has a story.